The Man Who Saved the World. On September 26, 1983, the world unknowingly came closer to nuclear destruction than ever before. It was the height of the Cold War, and tensions between the United States and the Soviet Union were at an all-time high. Both nations had nuclear weapons capable of wiping out entire cities, and any misstep could lead to World War III. In a Soviet bunker near Moscow, a lieutenant colonel named Stanislav Petrov was on duty, monitoring early warning systems designed to detect U.S. missile launches. Suddenly, alarms blared. The system reported that 5 American nuclear missiles had been launched toward the Soviet Union. This was the moment of truth. Protocol dictated that Petrov should immediately report the launch to his superiors, who would almost certainly respond with a full-scale nuclear counterattack. Millions, possibly billions, of lives were at stake. But something didn't feel right. Petrov had been trained to trust the system, but his instincts told him that 5 missiles were an unlikely attack strategy. If the U.S. were truly launching a nuclear strike, it would be a massive, overwhelming assault, not just 5 missiles. He also knew the system was new and could be flawed. So he made a gut-wrenching decision. He ignored the alarm and reported it as a false alert to his superiors. He had no proof, only a feeling that something was off. If he was wrong, the Soviet Union would have no time to respond, and millions of lives would be lost. Minutes passed. No missiles hit. Petrov was right. The alarm was triggered by a malfunction in the Soviet satellite system, which had mistaken the reflection of the sun off clouds for incoming missiles. If Petrov had followed orders and reported the attack, the Soviet Union would have launched its own nuclear weapons, leading to an all-out nuclear war. Despite his heroic actions, Petrov was never officially rewarded by the Soviet government. Instead, he was reprimanded for not following protocol and faded into obscurity. It wasn't until years later that his story became public, and he was recognized globally as the man who saved the world.